What is up, everyone? This is Cass here with another Diablo 3 video. No, I am not playing a Necromancer like everyone else is. I have not gotten the Necromancer pack yet. And doing builds this month and trying to expand my streaming team, we've decided to start tracking all of those expenses separately. So the purchase of the Necro pack will have to be done as part of IYP. Hopefully I'll have my hands on that tonight for some streaming, but maybe not until tomorrow, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. As you can see, I'm also not playing the Uliana's Monk. This is a Tal Rasha wizard that I leveled at the very end of Season 10. The only reason we leveled this wizard was we got tired of whatever class we were playing. I was playing Witch Doctor last season, and I think we did fairly well in the season. But we decided to, just try something new and maybe prepare for Season 11 by seeing how fast we can level. In playing this build during the season, however, we discovered a lot of things that I previously used to believe in, and we've kind of discovered that a lot of those things are wrong. I've talked a little bit about these things in the past. I'll go into a little bit more detail in this video, and I'll probably make a few more videos talking about some of these things. The big one I wanted to talk about today is just icy-veins. Icy-veins. Everyone knows it. It's a great site for World of Warcraft builds. It teaches you how to get your character set up and whatnot. For me, as a World of Warcraft player, when I got into Diablo 3, I said, okay, well, I've used icy-veins before. They haven't really let me down before. Let's give them a try. They do have some builds up there, but we found out pretty quickly after talking to some people that icy-veins apparently is not where we want to be. The thing about icy-veins is they don't really give you alternatives. So the build is very set in stone. It gives you the impression that there's only one real way to play the build. They also don't have a lot of builds on their site. If you go browse through their site, I think for each set they only have maybe one or two, and they don't do a lot of mixing of the sets. So if you know that you have Tal Rasha set, you can mix that with Delcera's Magnum Opus, or use some parts of some other set or certain types of legendaries. Icy-veins does not do that really well. The other site that we've started to use now is Diablo Fans, and I'll link both of these down in the description below. But Diablo Fans is more of a community-driven site. There's a lot of variety in builds. There's also a ranking system, so builds can be kind of upvoted, downvoted, ranked. Discussion about the builds is there, and how to play it, and all that stuff. I like this a little bit more because instead of just saying, hey, you have to have this piece, you have to have this piece, it actually gives you the option to say, hey, this is the recommended, but if you don't have this piece, like the other Walker that never drops, I swear that piece isn't even in the game anymore. But if you don't have everything that the build requires, it provides alternatives. Maybe not the best alternatives, but maybe alternatives that would be able to suit fairly well. And one of the things I liked about Diablo Fans is the fact that it actually talks about the Paragon priorities, whereas icy-veins, as far as I can tell, doesn't. I've browsed through a few icy-veins builds while preparing for this one, and I did not see any discussion as to Paragon priorities. The second main point that I wanted to talk about is the idea of becoming good at one build in Diablo 3. And I think playing the wizard really kind of changed my viewpoint about this. I think when we started switching characters, when I started leveling the wizard, and we started switching characters and just playing and just having fun, we were having more fun. It kind of makes pushing for the final kind of season journeys a little bit harder because you're not focusing on that objective. But it does take away from that, I gotta get there, the strive or the run for it that makes this feel like a chore, like a job. So I think that's something that we're going to try and mix in our next season a little bit and just see if that kind of helps us or not. Now, we are going to keep in mind that the season gifts, Hadra gifts, are only given once across all characters. So what we'll probably do is we'll still have a main that we, redeem the Hadra gifts on, but we'll have a separate character to help us kind of, just push us through. Because of some of this that I've talked about, I'm kind of decided to put an end to the Road to GR70 series. I'm not completely getting rid of it, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of the objective of staying as, or staying on the Uliana's monk. I'll probably continue with the Tal Rasha's wizard, this character that I've got here. And I do intend to go back and finish the GR70 on the monk at some point. But I feel that, you know, in wizard mode, I'm actually progressing pretty well. And what I want to do is I do want to hit that GR70 solo so that I can unlock primals. This is probably all the time that I have right now as I see that I'm downing the Rift Guardian. Please like or subscribe to this video if you do or want to. I want to thank you all for watching, and remember, if you're not having fun, go do something different.
Let's see the gem.
I am returning to town.